So what do you think, Keith? You want to join the party here? Just gonna hang out?
Keith's like, nah, dude, I'm not playing this game.
What's up?
He can't even talk.
No, it's only episode 161 of the hashtag Shots for Likes podcast. Keith, you feel free to join when you would like.
Whenever you feel.
It's up to you. As you can see, we have a guest on. Decided to fix this shit.
He's my handyman.
He's handy. All right, if you know what I'm saying.
We get pretty gay.
Episode 161 of the hashtag Shots for Likes podcast.
No. Hashtag rocks
for life. You're changing
podcast.
it? Yeah, I'll change it. Rocks for like for this episode.
I apologize to the two listeners. I don't have a voice, so deal with this.
Yeah, that happens.
I sound like an old hooker.
What do you want? 50 for a suck, 80 for a fuck.
I'll suck your dick. You don't have any cash? I'll put you on credit. I'll suck your dick.
You got Venmo?
5 for a suck, 20 for a fuck.
Oh, geez, that's. Hand that over. So, how's everybody doing after their Valentine's week, huh?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
That's the gayest question ever.
That's the worst question I've ever heard.
Making a drink for
I
Christ's sake.
can't talk.
You can't hear.
My voice is gone.
Where's the cap, huh?
Fuck a cap, dude.
Justin, we need a cap. You're going to have to get that from
buy
somewhere.
cap, dude.
We're going to buy caps today.
Yeah, give me a cap and a rent.
You always want rent, dude.
You guys are going to get real bored with that joke.
Every time I'm here.
So Justin is the roommate of Keith's. I know.
Should we name him something?
Yeah, he should have his own name probably because
We
he
should
lives
name
here.
you something.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I
You
have
got
a fucking name.
Nah,
Justin,
but not
dude.
that name.
No, that's
Oh,
bullshit.
so you want Mr. Fix It then?
Yeah, no.
You want something? That's like a good
Fix
name.
Fix It is not too shabby. Are your
can't
headphones
call
all
him-
right, Justin? You want
Yeah, no,
louder?
we're good,
Lower?
dude.
I can't call him Mr. Fix It. Then we're really gay.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what I
hanging
like
out with
ab-
Mr. Fix
That's
It.
what I like about it,
Right,
dude.
What's he
Perfect,
fixing, dude?
What am I fixing today?
Oh, he's
We don't
fixing
know.
something.
I'm always fixing.
Am I hitting? What am I?
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I'm running over cables underneath.
Poor Bridget, man. That's what it looks like, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Jinx, you owe me a shot.
I've been breathing heavy. Big or small as it fucking.
Poor little Kim
Baby,
and that other
baby.
chick.
Big time.
So Justin, what is it honestly like living here?
Keep it real.
As real as possible. I mean, I got to murder fish and shit. Like,
Drag it. Bring the mic closer to you, bud.
you want me to
Yeah.
fucking gobble on the mic?
That's
You know?
exactly gobble, that
gobble up,
I'm
motherfucker.
getting real close.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys
Gobble
wanna
up.
fucking Talk dirty today.
Oh. Seriously, what's it like living here? Is it terrible?
It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
See?
It's not the worst. Okay.
Right.
That's an honest answer, too.
I lived
'cause-
in some shit spots, so I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember Stockholm?
See, it's pretty
Like
cool,
Stockholm,
dude.
dude.
you remember living like gypsies out of a Humvee and shit? That's fucking great.
Like a gypsy. Were you selling things to people? What made you a
100%.
gypsy?
100%.
Hey, who wants Pop-Tarts?
Come out there with fucking hot
One
wings and
Pop-Tart,
shit.
2 cigarettes, 5 cigarettes, 1 Bud Light. What are we doing here, pal?
That's what I'm saying.
I
It's like
have half
prison.
a Pop-Tart. I got a frozen Pop-Tart. I got a heated Pop-Tart.
I got a trash
Frozen's
bag full of chicken,
$2.
dude. What do you want?
Raw, made rare. It's chicken.
Already
Just
cooked,
take it.
breaded, chicken dogs.
When were you a gypsy living out of a van?
No, it was out of a Humvee, dude. I wasn't really a gypsy. We were all fucking soldiers and shit. But I mean,
Oh,
we were
when you
living
were-
in a
By the
parking
way,
lot.
we have a
and had to
veteran
go-
on. It's been a while since we've had a veteran on. Not to interrupt you, continue with your
Yeah,
gypsy
no, you're
story.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Veterans,
A
dude.
A gypsy
Veterans. A gypsy vet.
A gypsy vet.
He just
We can't call him Fix It. I feel like it's like a Marvel name almost.
Let's
or
call him the
something.
gypsy.
The gypsy.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, dude.
It is, which I don't know. I think Fix It. I like Fix It just because you're making him fix. You're not even making him do shit. He's doing it on his own.
That's true.
But we're just playing the whole thing off like it's like, dude,
Right,
get this fixed.
he makes it out like I'm the fucking guy that does all the work for him and like.
But aren't you though?
I mean, not for him. I do it for me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He likes to make it seem like
he
he's
does
doing
it for him.
I just can't live in the environment that I came into. That
Yeah.
was the big thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't blame you.
I mean, you even talked about it the other
Wasn't that bad?
week.
Wasn't that bad?
I mean, you had a whole bathtub that was just paint. You're like, dude, it's fine. Just go take a shower.
It's all right. Would you stop fucking complaining?
In my defense, Fudge took a shower in
Go
there like a
take a
month
shower.
before. I was
Right.
like, how's that shower? Because Justin's moving in. He's like, it's fine. He's like, I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, it's good
like,
water
all right, we're
pressure.
good to
Decent
go.
water pressure.
Yeah, no, the water pressure is nice. It's good. It's like a good shower. Like now that I cleaned it,
It's
But,
really
like,
his fault.
right. You just didn't
I
think,
let
you
you
didn't
move
think
in.
that, it was like, yeah, no, maybe I
No,
should get
Fudge gave it the ocular pat down.
Right.
Nocular, I think, first off. And second, it doesn't apply to what we're talking about.
He's like, paint, dude, it's fine. Just fucking, just
He
deal with
patted
it.
down the paint. Nocular-esque.
I'm telling you, dude.
It's fine. Fudge gave the go, and now it's your fucking
gave it the
problem.
clear, so
That's
yeah,
the
Scrub
fucking
the
win.
paint, loser. Rent's due to Tuesday.
Rent due tomorrow, next week.
I'm giving you
next
48 hours because I like you.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen, man.
Mouse.
so what's his name, dude? Are we going with Fix It?
We'll figure it out.
Well, I gotta put, hashtag rocks for life with
For life?
Fix
For
It.
life now.
Hell
It's
yeah,
not- it's
rocks
not
for
life.
life. So
Not for like
I'm
anymore.
doing rocks for life.
Should we do
Rocks for
hashtag
life.
rocks for capital L? That's the name of the
Should I get
episode.
that tattoo? Just rocks for life.
Yeah, you should get that.
Hashtag.
It's like that shitty, what's like the armband tribal tattoo?
Yeah,
but
tribal.
But it's just a rocks glass. It's just rocks for life.
Rocks glasses. Oh, that would be
That's
fucking
stupid.
Gotta fucking
ridiculous. So, what do you like? Fix It?
I mean, you're
Just calling
you're
him
stuck
Fix
on
It.
Fix It though. So I mean, he's got it. Like we don't have any other option.
Yeah, I don't really want to argue with you. You're annoying to argue with.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
you have the
terrible.
clicker though.
It's
Like
fine.
you got to pull a clicker if he's getting at you.
You gotta check him sometimes.
Sometimes.
I'm not gonna do it,
I appreciate it.
but I will check.
I don't want to
you.
be checked.
You don't want to be checked?
He doesn't
Remember
need-
last time
I
I
don't
was
think
like,
he needs
all right,
to be checked yet.
Dude, last week when he was doing that, I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, I'm checking you. Click, 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 click. And he wouldn't stop doing
No,
it. And I was just like, okay.
Right.
I'm going to stop
it's
talking.
surprising how good that works, man. We were having a conversation
It
upstairs.
drove
and
me
then,
crazy
Like
instantly.
instantly, right?
It was
Like,
not okay instantly.
We were going at it the one time, and then like he comes in out of nowhere and just
I
fucking
think I
clicks
told
it.
this story last. It was him and Katie were like fucking just yelling at each other. I was
Right.
just
It
like,
wasn't like bad.
like yeah, they weren't mad, but like they were just so loud. I'm like,
right.
and they both were just
Stop,
like,
they're like, what?
we just stopped and looked. We're like, oh, my bad, dude. I didn't know.
It's going to be so hard to not keep just looking at the screen to make sure everything's cool, but I got to stop doing
everything's
that.
I'm gonna
fucking
start
great.
doing moves though when I check you. And then
Who would hit like that? Like, what is that? You're
a-
like
like an
breaking
under?
your wrist.
Asians, dude.
You're,
Asians.
you're like
You gotta throw that. You
hyperextending
gotta
your
throw
elbow.
like that like 2-finger like fold 2 in there. Like
Right? And what are you hitting with that, I guess? Ah!
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
hitting with
I was
this.
Hyper.
That's what I'm hitting with.
Click. Click.
click. Works
What
for
episode
people
of Always
as good
Sunny
as
is that
dogs.
where he's like, oh, the play? Stop it's not. Everybody laughs. I'm up to here. I'm up to here right now. Gotta pay the troll toll. Do you want to get into this boy's hole?
You watch Always Sunny, bro?
Yeah, dude.
It's boy's soul? And I really feel like you're saying a boy's soul. Gotta pay the toll troll. You want to get into this boy's hole. Gotta. He starts singing it. And he's like, I'm up to here. Dude, that's probably one of the best Always Sunny episodes. Hands fucking
The
down.
problem is you say that show's so good, you say that about that episode, and then you watch another episode, you're like, no, wait, this is the best episode.
Season 5, I think, may be the
episode
best one.
was definitely the one where he pretends to be like a rich dude and then starts puking all over that chick, like right in the limo and shit.
What season is that? Is that like a way
That's
later
an
one?
early season though.
It's early. It's when Mac and Charlie, Charlie has Frank's.
We never shut the heat off.
I
huh?
did.
Oh, nice.
Stop fucking. We've been over this,
Nice.
okay?
All right, nice.
Do I have to-
I mean, it's a routine.
I'm
Now.
gonna check you.
It's a routine check.
I apologize. I would like to not be checked.
Free check. No, I'm good.
No, it's the episode where Frank gives Charlie his bank account info, and they just take all the money, and then fucking Dennis and Dee go on welfare and start doing crack.
Yes.
Oh, you're addicted to crack? So you're addicted to crack?
Oh no, crack! Oh. Yeah,
At the end, Frank like gives them positions. He's like Charlie Mac 1, 2, Dennis D 3, 4, and they're like, "We're your children. Why are we 3 and 4?" He's like, "Because you're addicted to crack, children."
dude, I got a solid fucking topic. I'm coming here with today. listening to the recent Elon Musk episode with Joe Rogan, and that motherfucker is in the midst of building a rocket ship that within 2 years people will be able to ride and go out into space and come back. And they eventually plan to get that thing to Mars and try to colonize Mars. Like legitimately,
100%.
Elon.
That's been his plan forever. Like
Yeah,
he's full in on it though. So
but
like,
when he said 2 years, when I was driving home after working like 60 hours, on Friday, I was driving home like I'm gonna fall asleep at the wheel.
He's also part alien.
He done 100%
something, dude.
alien.
He's not from this planet.
Yeah.
He's apparently South African, Canadian, or so that's
There's
it.
no such thing as a South African Canadian.
That's what he is. An alien. Mix the letters around. It spells it. Take out the O. Move the S.
See, and we thought it was the Asians all along that were aliens, which they still might be. Asian jurors still on watch.
Right.
You might be.
There's
aliens.
a lot of you, and we got our eyes on every single one.
Oh, you're fucking Asian. Have I told you a theory about Asians and aliens, bro?
No, dude.
Oh, hit us up. Well, before we get into Martians, let's go.
Here's what you know how Asians can't drive?
Yeah.
So that they probably can't fly too.
100%.
So they probably crashed on Earth because they can't really fly either.
Right.
So that's why they're aliens.
That makes sense.
Such a fucking racist joke.
Yeah, but I mean, racist jokes have some kind
that's
of
not right. Yeah, that's
landing, right? Like
no, it's a stereotype.
Stereotype.
Heavily driven in a joke.
Right.
It's funny. I'm laughing.
It's not a joke though, man.
But
I really need a
stereotypes have
soundboard
some
right
kind
now.
of truth behind them, and that's definite truth. Like all
does-
Asians can't drive.
Who does that? I think it's Bill
For the
Burr.
most part, yeah. Not
Has that joke about Asians. He's like, what's the deal with Asians? They're
You either suck
or you're fucking
Tokyo Drift,
Yeah, Tokyo
Fast and
Drift.
Furious, and come out breakdancing. It's ridiculous.
I mean, to be fair, that's not really good driving. That's just
Unbelievably insane driving.
right.
So what do you think? You think, I mean, they're making it seem like in our
trying to go to
lifetime, they're
Mars?
going to... I told my wife
They got
the other
vodka out
day
there?
after I heard this, I was like, listen, if I make it to like 70 or 80 and you could take trips to space, I'm going to bring a bunch of weed and I'm going in a spaceship, and then whatever happens to me, I'll be fine. Because I'm going to be in space ripped.
Yeah.
losing
it's
your
gonna-
mind, dude.
I'm like, oh, the stars, they're close, but they're far. I'm in space. Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me?
Help.
I can't wipe my own ass. Why'd I come up here?
You ain't making it to 80, dude.
Maybe like 71.
Yeah, you never know.
Should we place bets on how long we'll live? I'm going to go 72.
70?
I'm not going to
range?
over, yeah. I mean, one day I'm going to have to get things together.
I think I'm
right?
going to 50.
I feel like if you have to get it together, though, usually when it happens, it's too late.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be 30.
And it just
You're gonna be
kills
like,
you quicker.
You're going to be like 65, be like, yeah, no, you should probably
Time to
fix
get it
your
together.
life.
I should
It's like,
stop
oh, well,
drinking and
shit.
smoking, and then you do, and then you die.
And then you
'Cause
just
your
die,
body's
like-
like, what's this shock
Right.
for healthiness?
You just got to commit
That's
to
why
it.
I'll just
commit
always
and just stay.
slowly drink and do
Right.
random drugs for
You
no
gotta
reason
commit.
my whole
You
entire
gotta
life.
commit. Yeah.
So when
No
I'm 65
regrets.
and I decide to go a little heavy one day, I'll live.
Yeah.
I'm going to 50, dude.
What do you, so if you make it to 50 and then you're still healthy and fine, you're just
I'll
going
be
to kill
healthy
yourself?
at 50, but I think I'm calling her a day.
You're calling it. So
Yeah.
what's your plan? Are you gonna
gonna get hit by
then
aliens.
the space rockets
Right,
will
the
probably
space
be out.
rocket's
true,
going to
that's
take him
true.
out.
So you gonna hit the E button and then and then get sucked out into space. See ya with a bottle in your hand.
Just a handle.
Rocks.
I'm just in space, freezing to death with a handle of raspberry vodka. Just
I'm pretty sure it would be like 8 to 13 seconds.
well, yeah, I'd get it in me though. I'm not fucking amateur.
Just frozen
You're
like
on
that.
you're on second like 6 or 7 and it freezes. You're like, no.
I'm just in my afterlife or whatever. I'm just depressed because I'm like, I didn't get that last sip, man.
I wonder if your afterlife is like, say if you were really say if you OD'd. I wonder if your afterlife you're fucked up the whole time. Like
That'd be crazy.
as right.
Like, if you get how you died, that would be the worst. Because then what?
New religion, dude. Okay, now we gotta
OD.
name this.
OD.
We gotta name this religion, right? We gotta go with it, and the whole thing, the whole basis of our religion is that we have to die fucked up,
Right.
So in our afterlife, we're fucked
stay
up and don't have to live sober.
Like when
because when you're in the afterlife, there's no way you're getting fucked up.
when like the gypsies put money in the tombs, right? You know, because they have
The
their money.
gypsies?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know you don't get fucked up in the afterlife, though?
You don't.
You can't know. But what if you could just like take
Someone
a
get
cloud or
Elon
something
Musk on
and
the
eat
phone.
like call him in because you get a fucking cloud or something.
Elon,
You're up there
hey,
on your clouds hanging out. You just fucking pull up a
Dude.
fucking cloud and it gets you fucked up.
If-
You know?
if-
If somehow they
concept
could
drugs.
confirm that, like, if you get fucked up, you're just fucked up in the afterlife the
Right.
whole time, dude, people would just be dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone would be fucking shooting up. and
someone's
shit.
just like a normal, like 2 to 3 day drinker. Hey, give me some heroin. I'm trying to be fucked in the afterlife. All right, all right. I inject the needle. All right, someone stabbed me in the neck. I'm trying to go out now.
Stop pussing out. Fucking kill me.
I'm gonna inject the heroin while doing a line of coke. While someone's boofing liquor up my ass, shoot me in the head.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like the spins fucked for eternity. Imagine
You're
that.
just spinning.
For eternity. Just,
Yo.
Now, you know what you probably want in the afterlife, honestly, is like you haven't drank in a week and like that like empty stomach 2-beer buzz. That's probably what you'd want, dude, right? That's like that. That's
That's a
like,
good buzz.
dude. Yesterday,
That's a good one.
when my daughter fell asleep for a nap, and I was about to play some Final Fantasy Tactics, Advanced for the nerds.
Advanced.
I was like, all right, baby's down, time for a day drink, right? So I fucking pop one in
Baby's
me,
down.
but I only
Day drink. Let's go.
But I had like a little leftover, like I had fucking. It was a personal pie, so the slices were super small, so it was barely anything.
Personal
my fat
depends on the person.
Right, like I eat a whole DiGiorno, dude. Like to myself.
Yeah,
I was trying to make
That's
a
a personal pie.
I was trying to make a
saying
fat joke, Justin.
Yeah, but I'm fat too. You
I'm
know?
not saying one that I can't eat this personal pie myself, and two that I can't eat a whole DiGiorno myself.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that I want to live to 72. I think that's the number I came
no,
up
he's
with,
trying to
right?
do that.
Making it.
Like 10 minutes ago.
He's like 70 something.
Not making it. In the background, it's just chatter from you guys. He's gonna be
He's
dead by
fucking
40.
dead,
no,
dude.
heart attack.
There's no fucking way.
Liver won't
No
last.
fucking
He's
way, dude.
diabetes for sure.
Baby beaties. The beaties will get you.
So I had these two little fucking baby slices in me, right? Which is basically an empty stomach for a guy of my stature.
Right.
And I have this first drink and I'm playing tactics. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is where you got to be.
That's the
But you
zone.
always try to like,
That's
but
the
then you get
overlap.
too drunk or then it goes away. You never get that initial, and I didn't drink all week.
Right.
Took off, right? Took a little vacay.
Proud of you.
Right, got to vacay sometimes, right?
sometimes you
every
gotta
now
take a
and then you need to just disconnect from the world. Okay, you just
You got to be sober.
Right.
drinking like 345 days out of the year. You need a break. You need a week-long vacation, right? We're
Right,
352, or is that what it is? Or 364? 365?
365.
365. So,
Right.
So you either carry the 4.
It's all a bunch of liberal bullshit,
358.
boys.
358, that gives you a couple days to be
I need
sober.
a week vacation, and I just
Right.
took it. So back on the liquor, boys. So you get that initial buzz. That's what's fucked. That's, you know what I mean? Because you're nowhere near sick. You're nowhere
Right.
near sober, but you're really not completely fucked up.
You're just
still
feeling
got
good.
all the motor skills are still working.
Somewhat.
You just feel a little loose.
Yeah, the second they go, you're like, oop, I did it.
You're all like happy and shit. Like I'm equipping this fucking sword, man. I love it. Wife's working like, shut the fuck up. In your name. I wouldn't believe this character right now. Look, I can jump 3 more squares with these boots.
Hell yeah, dude.
It must be rough, dude.
What's that?
Living with Dan. Like, that's got to be rough because you got the voice that travels, man.
He's always
like,
arguing?
Yeah, and he's always
just
got
arguing?
he's gotta be
I-
loud
I-
about something.
I don't
I would
yell.
have to, like, fight with you on loudness. Like, I'd have to keep up with you all the time.
That's all you need.
Yeah, right. And this guy needs to come in with his ninja moves and click.
Do you know you should just have a conversation with Bridget one day without me knowing? Be like, just next time Dan gets annoying,
Should I
just
get her one of
use
these?
it.
Just fucking
Be
click,
like,
dude.
just-
fucking click.
Be like,
Dan?
trust me.
Dan, don't fucking do it, babe.
Check.
And I'm like, you win, babe. Whatever you want. We'll watch Real Housewives.
Yeah, I love Real Housewives. I love it. Do you really love it? I fucking love it.
Who got divorced? Who got fake tits next? Fucking click and send. It's so annoying.
Dude, me and him were so pumped about that. When he found this, we were
dude,
talking about it for like weeks.
So fucking excited.
Because we took that week off the podcast. I was like, dude, I cannot wait. Like, we talked for
But
probably.
we really wanted you to get mad though, like to start freaking out.
Yeah,
But
we-
you didn't react the way that we thought.
I stopped. I was like, okay.
we underestimated how good of a tool
Right,
it
that
is.
was, I mean, we should
I
have
never
known.
want to
though.
underestimate, boys.
We should have known after like the whole situation with me and Katie. Like we should have known. Like no one can react to that like mad. You just have to stop. You're like,
Is that what you guys
shit,
say when you're
whoa,
just like,
whoa.
whoa, whoa,
100%. We just stopped. Like, we were like, oh, I didn't realize we were doing that.
Like, I thought you were going to be so furious you were going to walk out.
Right. That's what we were hoping for.
It would have been great.
I went the opposite direction. I've been trying to center my chi lately, man.
Right. Not get so
Like the
angry.
tea?
Yeah,
You been drinking that tea?
Yo, I got
Chai
tea time
tea?
all the fucking time. Dude.
My wife
tea?
just got a kick of chai tea, dude. Now my whole
That
house
shit's
just smells like
delicious,
chai.
dude.
It's great.
So good.
It's great. I love it. It's fucking
Put some
awesome.
fucking whiskey in there.
Don't they call that something?
We talked about tea for 3.5 seconds.
It's like some kind of. Well, you put some whiskey in at night, like you get some green tea and whiskey or something. It's like called something. I don't remember
Boys,
what it is.
don't get me wrong. I mean, on holiday,
Like, it put you to sleep real good.
dude, my fucking in-laws, man, I love how they enable me. They always got like all these deli meats and chips and peppers and booze. On Christmas, they had, I think on Thanksgiving and Christmas, because we usually go there in the morning, they got Bailey's sitting there. I'm like, coffee, please. Oh, thank you.
Can you put a little Jameson floater on that?
Yeah, maybe next time I'll bring a little fucking, whatchamacallit, like a little like flask of J-Mo.
Yeah, do a floater on
Right? And then you fucking, dude, it's nice having a coffee with Bailey. You were talking about an empty stomach buzz in the morning? You get your
How you
coffee
start
and
your
you're
day
like,
I just
Right.
had it.
Right.
You brought me a bagel. You're like, you want? I wasn't even me for once. You're like, you want a shot? I was like, here we go.
you looked upset, and that's when I make you. That's why I bring up the shots, because I'm like, oh, this motherfucker's hurting this fucking Pete. Dude, what a shot! And you're like, oh, sure.
Yeah.
Face is all scrunched, like, ugh, it's all swollen with vodka. Sure, I'll take the shot.
I'm liquor
Dude,
loud.
it's tough living with him though, because like every like
'Cause he
20
wants you to
minutes-
drink.
No, it's not even that. Like every 20 minutes, you just hear him going. Like he's always drinking. He's always got those fucking cans. He's just like every 20 minutes.
Oh, the seltzer?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
just you hear it every
the word.
like
Booze
through
or-
his door,
booze or
like down the
not,
hallway. It
it's
doesn't
just-
even matter. Just
And then,
and somehow they're never finished.
oh, never. And he leaves them
leaves
everywhere.
them all over the place.
Dude, you know when
He's
you
been
first
pretty good,
open it?
though.
When you
He's been
first open it,
pretty
because
good.
there's so much carbonation pumped into these motherfuckers, because the only thing they got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, so it's like 3 a.m, you're trying to sleep, just finish jerking off or something,
yeah,
right?
he's just-
Oh, yeah. I'm paying the rent late, motherfucker. Shut that goddamn fucking can
I
up.
can't fucking do shit here.
Here's the funny part about that though. So I've been drinking every day since he's been here, pretty much.
Nice.
That's his life though. It's every day.
So when I stop drinking, I'm gonna drink so much more club soda.
Oh, so much more. He's got to be
It's
doing
just,
something.
yeah, it just makes it worse.
He needs liquid. Take a sip out of all of them, leave
Right,
them all
and leave
full.
them all over.
Pour me a
Justin
funnel.
will clean them.
I've been cleaning them. Okay.
He has.
That's
no,
good.
No,
Well,
so
you
that
know what?
leads
Good
to the
for
next
Justin,
sound.
dude.
That
He
leads
deserves
to the
it.
next sound, because then you'll be upstairs or something. I'll be doing something, and then you're just crushing cans in the garage, like 30, 40 cans, like in a row. You just
You'd almost rather clean them yourself, because you don't want
right,
to hear
because I don't want to
that.
hear that shit. Because like I'm not ready for it. Just out of
Keith.
nowhere, just fucking crushing cans.
Can't stop cleaning. That's all he does. It's all he cleans.
Only the
Stop
cans.
cleaning. All drunk and shit. All super slow, just trying to crush
Dude, when I went to-
cans
when I went to
in the
take the shit
dark
out,
because the
like-
light turns off after 5 minutes. Oh, Justin, turn the light on.
Help me out.
Justin, I need the rent. Turn the light on first.
It's fucking great. And then
is
like
pretty
he'll
good.
leave a couple of them out there that like he'll put them in like a plastic cup or something, and then he'll forget to crush them, and he'll leave them on top of something.
Oh, dude, he leaves them everywhere, bro.
Right. So the nice thing is I clean the garage. He doesn't even have a place anymore. He has to crush them, or he'll leave them on the ground.
Oh, there you go. Oh, can we talk
You know,
about that? real quick?
I'm worried
Dude,
about if I leave my car in there, I'm going to come out the one day and he's just going to have fucking
Cans
cans
all
all
over
over
it.
my car.
Dude, you're fucking poor. I come over one day and you're like, oh yeah, your bro's coming next week, blah blah blah. And I'm like, and you're talking about shit in the garage. I'm like, wait. You somehow left shit with like, I guess we.
Yeah, you're
so I
involved
shouldn't
in
just
this.
blame it all on
100% your
you.
fault.
Oh yeah, because I built that dumb door table. I mean, he helped. Well, actually, no, you really didn't.
I helped a lot.
I remember
You
a
can go fuck
lot of
yourself.
times
You got to
in the
remember, Keith
garage.
doesn't know how to do stuff.
Just
so, like, he
accidentally
won't help.
huffing paint fumes and shit.
no.
I'm like, I'll crack the door. So fucking fucked up on paint. You ever accidentally get fucked up on paint, dude? It's not cool. You're painting something, you're like, oh, do, right? I'm making something pretty. 5 minutes later, you're like,
Dude,
it's weird, dude.
I
There's
have
like paint like by your nose and shit because you like breathe the particles by
I have a
accident.
video. It's me, Jesse, and my ex in the old podcast room.
Yeah.
Finishing the spray painting on the flag wall. Just doing shots with the door closed, just spray painting.
Oh,
and we're all just like,
that's a wrap, dude.
Yeah.
We were listening to the national anthem like over and over.
Just on the flag. Just like, let's just keep doing it.
Yeah, like we put on like Patriot Radio on Pandora and we're just fucking high off fumes, just drinking whiskey.
Now that Hefe's not here, are you legit going to keep that flag no matter what?
But yeah, I mean, I don't.
Are you going to paint the room? Or are you not going to?
I'm not going to fucking do all that.
Oh, so there you go. So then he's not
it's too
painting
much
over
work. Like he'll paint over after I move out or something like that.
I'd be way more interested.
He's giving me too much credit.
Yeah,
I know you won't, but I'm just saying.
I'd be way more interested in this conversation if you were like, I do plan to paint the room. Then I'd be like, what choice is he making? Is he keeping the flag? Is he getting rid of it?
I think
because if you got rid of it, I would have Hefe on. I'd be like, Keith, you gotta take a vacation. Hefe co-host, have him come on just for an hour and 20 minutes. That fucking flag.
It was my flag. I spent all that time.
How could Justin do this to us?
A year's worth of work, all fucked.
It really it took forever.
It did take forever. But
he would do like a little bit and just get so goddamn drunk and be like, I'll finish it next weekend.
I'm not going to be able to do
like
this
one
sober.
star. Let's take 30 shots.
Let's huff some paint. All
accidental. When you get a paint high, it's accidental.
The paint job is shitty in there.
I could imagine what like a
it's really
the
bad.
colors. I like the colors.
I mean, I'm down with the colors too because I made them work for me.
Yeah.
I mean, they worked for you, but now they work for me.
And now you work for me.
Right.
But you pay me.
But yeah.
So back to the garage.
I work for me.
Yes. So your poor fucking brother came with his pickup truck. I guess he has a pickup truck. And you guys just took all of our gigantic heavy-ass trash to the dump.
Well, I didn't lift anything.
No, he didn't. He just actually sat there.
Well, your back is fucked up.
He shot a video and then started mocking me the whole time. Like, that's what he did. He stood there and just shot a video while I was lifting shit. And I didn't really lift a whole bunch myself. My brother just wanted to do it. So he's like, get this shit done so I can go home. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Meanwhile, I was at home.
Right.
Nowhere near helping anybody with anything.
No, definitely not.
At least he lived in. He was. I mean, I don't even have to explain anything to you. You spend as much time with him as I have these past fucking like 20 years, whatever it's fucking been. You know he wasn't going to help. He was going to sit
100%.
there and mock you the entire.
Knew it.
How was that? Well,
I was actually hoping he wouldn't be
that?
home when it happened, but like
But
he just
was.
happened to be home
But
at
he
the time,
was.
and it worked out for him.
Yeah, I was there.
You told him earlier in the week, probably. When's your brother coming? Keith's like, all right. Goes into work.
Well, I told him Wednesday.
I need a shift switch. You want a shift switch?
Gotta swap. Gotta mock.
I got something super important to do on Thursday.
Make a funny video. Dude, it was funny too because like
And we'll post the video of that we got to go. We made sure no one's license plate, your brother's face ain't in it, like so we can post it. We'll post that out so you can go to our Instagram. I'll post it tonight. So by the time you watch this, you can go to our Instagram and see it because it's fucking funny. You can need the rent next week.
Dude, the funny part is
he is. He'll never stop.
No, 100%. You got to know it.
his brother. There was a moment where Justin was inside, so I got stuck not stuck. That sounds horrible, but it was just me and his brother. We had to talk.
Right.
I haven't seen the kid in years, right?
Yeah.
So this is the conversation I have with his brother.
Yeah, I remember. I haven't seen your brother since it was like he was young enough to pick on him when we were drinking at your house.
Right now, he's like as big as you, dude.
Yeah. No, I saw
bigger,
the video.
dude.
I was
Or
like,
bigger.
fuck.
He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's a big motherfucker, right?
And he
Dude,
races, dude. Loves the racing.
Hold on, racist? Or he
make
likes
sure you say
racing.
that. You need to say that better.
Because
Racing,
you
like
definitely
dirt
just
car
sounded
racing.
like you were just like, hey, he's so
he's
racist. And I was like, you're just going to openly, it's 2021. You're just going to tell everybody your brother's racist?
Ooh,
Right.
That's okay.
Fix-It's over here talking about his racist brother. So he likes racing. What does he race?
Dirt cars, dude. All dirt cars.
Those big dirt, like roll cage, big dirt types.
He wants to go
That's fucking
sprint cars,
badass,
dude. He wants to
Will he ever
get
take
a
a
sprint car. He
shotgun
just
one
bought a
day?
house, dude, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna get a garage. I'm gonna get my sprint car. I'm gonna go racing that shit. Like I'm like,
Will he take
fucking
a shotgun?
Good for you, dude.
Can we do because I'm gonna get like a pre. I wanted to get like $1,000 camera from the tax return, but after I did the taxes, I was like, fuck, it was not as much as I was. It was still nice, right? But you think with like a kid in a house, it's like, give me more money, Uncle Sam, you fucking cunt. I wanted to buy like $1,000 camera that's like legit, like what the all like the podcasters use, like 4K 60 frame type shit,
wrap
right?
it up here, Fudge.
But now
He's getting all tech in you.
I'm probably gonna knock it down to like a 1080 60 frame type deal,
Right.
not as many megapixels or whatever. But I want to get like a really, really nice camcorder. So we take this motherfucker, dude, have your brother pop us in this thing. We'll get hammered. And
I'll hold on to the cage.
Dude, and we'll put Keith on top with one of the shitty webcams, and let's fucking go, dude.
Yo.
Let's take a drive. I'm ready.
One of these times, like when he gets everything situated. and he
Does it
does
have
that, dude,
multiple seats, or is it just a shotgun?
It's just the one seat, dude. When you get in a
fit.
sprint
You
car,
might- you
it's
won't
a
fit.
tiny.
We'll-
No, you definitely won't. Like it's a tiny ass fucking seat, and then like they just strap a giant rocket engine to your back, and they're just like, fucking go on some dirt with a wing.
So what are we gonna do to get your brother like a 4-seater roll cage dirt truck?
We don't
Well,
have to
they-
do
well,
anything.
they
He
did-
needs to buy it himself.
I'm not doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
When I
right.
said what do we need to do, I basically meant Justin, take care of this
Is there
for us.
something that we can
Rent's
have
due
happen?
next
So we
week.
can have a shitty 30 view
Right.
bit on Instagram that no one will watch. 30 views is because people accidentally scrolled by it because they feel
Right.
bad on following us. What do we got to do to get your brother to buy a $30,000 off-road vehicle?
Right.
It's probably more than that, right?
I have no idea, dude. I
That's
have
your
no
brother.
fucking clue.
One day we'll get your brother. We'll have your brother as a guest. Will he come on?
I don't fucking know.
Everybody's so afraid. It's like, oh, my career. Listen, bro, I haven't gotten fired yet. Okay? And I host the motherfucker.
You take
I
it
think
as it
we're
comes.
okay.
You'd be fine.
Co-host.
Maybe.
This is co-host.
Co-host.
Yeah, but you just cook, right? You're a flipping shrimp or whatever the fuck. Dropping chicken fingers, okay? Whatever you fuck. Flip a cheeseburger. Oh, it's still right.
Oh, you
It's
fucking
tough. I love getting you mad. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, I want you.
Dude, you got so young.
Man. You can see he's like ready to step up to you right
he
now.
must be so cranky right now, dude,
he's
because I
fucking
haven't
rearing
seen
up,
you.
dude. He's
'Cause
fucking
you-
rearing up.
So
Rear
you,
up, dude.
you never get mad, right? You've gotten mad. What? I think it's we always talk about 3 times. There was one time with Ricky in like fucking high school. There's one time with Ari in the podcast, and there was one other time. I think you were
ripped my
mad at me
shirt
for
off.
some a long time ago. So we got to like.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what that was about.
Well, you know, sometimes you have a shitty ex-girlfriend. So 3 things. Hat trick, right? I'm at like 3.5 now. Because that dude, when I started doing the finger, like feel the thing with the, oh, is it medium rare? Dude, you were not okay, dude. You had a smile, but it wasn't really, you were like, ah.
He wanted to say some shit. He's like, I'm fucking so mad right now. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
It felt so good. It felt so good to do it. Because you're always the instigator. You're always the
For sure.
aggressive guy. So upsetting you, it's like my number one
Right.
thing, dude.
He hates when it comes back at him though. Like most of the time he'll take it, but like if you
I
get him
always
in
take it.
those sweet spots though, he's like, oh, this motherfucker. I'm
So
like,
here's the
I'm
deal.
so
He-
mad.
There's only one
He-
sweet spot.
Yeah, he takes it better than anybody I've ever seen in
Anything
my
that has to
entire
do with
life.
kitchen though, like anything like that, like that's when it
That
gets him.
is-
Dude,
and
I had
especially
one
if
of
he's real drunk, he's
the
never more serious about
no,
anything
when he was
ever,
sober
dude.
one time, dude, I went to Crow's like where he was at that shit. I was like, I went and I told one of his buddies, I was like, yo, fucking go in there and slap his ass. One of the waiters or something like that was there, and like I guess he was gay or something like that. But he went in there, slapped his ass. Keith pulled the fucking knife, like you see it through the windows. He's like, "Don't you do?" I was so fucking happy.
Dude, you're
when he did that.
anti-gay, dude? Gay guy can't slap your ass?
Nah,
dude?
he was just mad, dude.
I love gay people, dude.
Gay, I'm telling you, second funniest people in the world, right behind black people.
Black people, gay people, me.
White people, not in the list.
They don't even make the cut.
Yeah, we just exist and ruin everything.
But you know, that's how do you not know that's my kryptonite, dude?
He hates it.
Of course I know. Why do you think I was fucking poking my... Is it medium rare?
No one touches their fingers like that.
I
dude.
know. That's dude, it's just a
Amateurs.
bullshit thing. I know. Dude,
It's
you
not-
guys,
it
That's
actually-
what gets
it
him, though.
actually
That's
does-
what gets him.
It does
it
work,
works.
though. It works. But
I never do
if
it.
you
I always
know what
guess
you're
when I make a
doing,
mistake.
you don't need to do that.
Look how
Yeah,
serious it
yeah.
gets.
He's
We
like,
know that.
That's
we
his
understand.
livelihood, though. You don't fuck
Yeah.
with that. He's like, I'm gonna
My
fight
job's
everybody.
fucking hard fudge, and I'm fucking
Can't make fun of me
amazing
anymore
at
because
it.
now I do physical activity again.
Fudge.
So, there's the cap. Get the cap. Put the cap on this goddamn
Listen,
thing
dude.
before we accidentally spill a half a fucking handle of vodka.
Listen, you're gonna trigger
Goddamn rose petals are
You're
still
gonna
here.
trigger
No,
me.
they're not going anywhere.
You
They're
just
part of
triggered
the
me,
scene
dude.
now.
I'm gonna trigger you. How about
Oh
that?
shit! Oh, we're triggering.
I'm Band-Aid, dude.
Oh no!
All right, let me. Ew, don't put it on my
not the
mic, you sick
Band-Aid,
fuck.
dude.
God, you got fucking hand sanitizer down here?
no.
Dude, nothing is. I mean, honestly, I'm actually not that freaked out because I saw it coming, so I was like, all right, I can prepare for this, all right? grab it, because the fact that I grabbed it probably calmed you down. Like, oh, poor sad motherfucker's grabbing it. Joke's on you, though. I got the sticky part right in the end, nowhere near your gross, weird cut, dude. And I fucking whipped it off onto the floor. We're good.
I knew you saw it coming because like 20 minutes ago, the Band-Aid
You were just
fell
like,
off.
yeah, he's like
And I
playing
saw
with
you
it.
go, like, look at me, and you went,
Because I don't remember that, so that must have been like an
Just
instinctual, like,
subconsciously, you just
Band-Aid!
saw it. You're like, Band-Aid's no good. I'm not playing this game.
now I got to touch my, oh, I didn't put the fucking thing in there yet.
lick your finger, dude. It's cool.
Yeah, dude, it'll be fine.
This
How
cut
much-
sucks, though.
how
Did
much
you see his
money?
cut, dude?
What'd you do that?
Fucking
You probably
bread
fucked
knife.
up some burger, huh?
Yo, sharpen the bread
No,
knife.
dude, just cutting bread. It's the most
Sharpened
embarrassing
bread
cut
knife.
I've ever had. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
What a shitty cook.
Dude, my fucking.
He just
cunt-
took a butter knife and he just cut himself. I was like, I don't know what you're doing, dude.
Dude, my cunt of a coworker sharpened the bread knife and didn't tell anybody. So I'm going
Yeah,
to
but
cut
you want to
bre-
cut yourself with a sharp knife versus a dull knife, right? Isn't
It's
that like the rule?
serrated, dude. You don't want to cut yourself with that.
How do you
Yeah.
even sharpen a
You
serrated?
just sharpen what with a steel?
Yeah.
But dude, he didn't tell anyone. I'm just like, oh, bread. Dude, just
Right through the bread, just right
Straight
through.
through.
into my hand. 14 years in this restaurant, not once have I done that. I'm like,
Brand new slice and bread.
Blood all over the bread. You're like, who's gonna eat it?
dude, we just started getting busy. Like, we went from like 6 tickets to like 30
I
tickets.
know exactly who sharpened the knife.
And I just went,
when you said my cunt coworker, I was like, I know who.
you don't know who.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No
you
idea.
don't. And so he made a funny joke about it, though. But so I go through and like we just have a full board. I look at the expediter. I'm like, Fuchs. I'm like, good luck. I just walked off the line. There's just blood everywhere. Dude, it was fucking.
I found
embarrassing.
out it was like my second day at work. I had to when you're when you plug Ethernet cable into the wall. I was
Yeah.
terminating jacks, right? We're doing it for access points for like wireless internet.
So fun, dude.
So
So fucking fun.
are you making fun of me or are you saying it seriously?
No, I'm actually just.
Have you actually
sarcastically-
punched down a jack before? Oh,
100%.
sarcastically.
Yeah, no, I that's what I did in the military. Like that was part of my job.
Oh, okay. All right. So you know what I'm talking about. Then.
Yeah,
So
it was
Call
fucking
him for
awful.
questions, dude. Rent next week. Call him.
Justin, hey, what's up? Hope you're not busy. If not, I don't care. Listen, first off, pay Keith's rent, right?
Right.
Second, though, I need help punching a jack. So it was like my second day that they were actually teaching me like shit punching, which is not very normal. Thank God that, fuck get ahead of the game. So I didn't realize about like, kind of using your tool to get because there's like 8 cables with a normal jack, right? It's one cable that splits into 8 and you punch it down. So I didn't realize you should wiggle it in, and then when you punch, it's in between the little plastic slots or whatever. So I'm just like, like waiting, right? So like I'm on like my 3rd or 4th one, and like I forgot what finger. I think it was like a thumb. I was holding it down and like all ass backwards. I'm like, and like missed, and just completely went off the jack. It was like shit, and I was like, oh. I mean, like now it's pretty much healed now, but. I was like, oh, fuck, I cut myself. And they're like, oh, just go grab a Band-Aid because we were working in a hospital at the time. So I go, I'm like, oh, looking for like a nurse or something. I look and it was just like, I was like, oh, shit.
It's like, help.
Bleeding. It's a bleeder.
So I was like fucking rapping. Like, I'm like, hey, is there a bathroom around? Like trying not to show all the blood shooting out of my, because it was a very small cut, but if you punch her deep enough, it's just gonna be
just
like
keeps
start
coming.
shooting out.
Just keeps coming.
So I was like fucking washing. I'm like, geez, all the blood. But I found a Band-Aid.
Just duct tape it, dude.
Gotta watch out, dude. Slicing your shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Since then, no, I was fucking on the
You're the man.
Master
You're
apprentice
you're
puncher.
The man.
Dude,
He's like, I punch all the jacks.
so this cut, you see how dumb it is, right? Should I get the
pretty
camera?
big.
It's not
Well,
that-
it's serrated, so there's like a little bit of skin that's still intact. Oh, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, dude. Right
yeah, there you
underneath
go.
me?
You're good.
Like, oh yeah, dude.
Hey, youtube.com/ I don't know what the link is, but go to shotsforlikespodcast.com. It's easier.
it's just in such a bad spot. Like you move.
So you had to leave work. It was that bad in regards to like,
no, I
No, you commit.
or you went back?
You got to battle
I
through.
bandaged. I did a bunch of shit. I was out for like 20 minutes. Had a glove
Yeah,
on.
if you
some
get it to
tape.
clot, then you should be fine.
No, I was still going.
It
but
wouldn't
I
clot?
fucking.
Well, yeah,
I
that's why
made
you
it.
just
I-
duct tape
I was
it,
like a
dude.
hockey
Just,
player.
It doesn't
just
even
some
look that
glue
bad in
and duct
regards to,
tape,
like, I
and
don't
then
think
you
you
just
even
kind of go
needed
to town.
stitches.
No, you couldn't get stitches. Not deep enough. But yeah, I got my shit together. Jump back
Well,
on the line.
we could put stitches in you if we want.
You want
We can
stitch?
figure it out.
Yeah, we can do some.
Justin,
medical
grab a knife. Let's cut Keith somewhere, and then we'll give him
Dude,
stitches.
the
want
funny.
We should practice when the zombie apocalypse hits. We're gonna
Right,
need to know
you're
how to
gonna
do
need
it.
to know how to do it.
My wife probably already knows how from when she used to work at the hospital, so we should be okay.
Cool.
Just make sure she doesn't die, or she teaches us.
Dude,
Right.
the
At least
funny
no.
part, though,
Yeah.
when I finally get my shit together and there's not blood everywhere, I get back on the line. I'm like, all right, what does anyone need? Right? Like, what do we need? And the first thing they say is can you cut some burger buns? And they were being serious. And I was like, okay.
All right.
So it was really that sharp that like.
Right through, dude.
So what do you like? How many like 1, 2, 3, 4? Like how many slices you think you would normally do with a serrated knife through a burger bun?
3. 1, 2, 3.
Now, what do you start it like that and then fold?
No, you're supposed to hold. I was holding it like an asshole. So it's really my
Yeah, but you
fault.
were used to a specific sharpness.
Right. So I was holding the bun here
With the
and had
muscle
knife
memory.
here. All right, 1, 2,
Wow.
3 is normally through the bun, kind of, and then you pull it apart. But 3 was
Right
into my-
through. Did the blood soak in the bun?
No, it didn't even touch the bun.
Really?
No,
Did you guys use that bun?
no. I took the knife and put it right the dish.
He's like, not at all, but he's thinking to say, he's like, we might
wink,
use that
wink.
bun. No,
It's-
they didn't use the bun. I'm
Their
joking.
burgers made rare, so the blood
asked
might
for the-
seep into the
Yeah,
bun.
rare.
They wanted
right?
to see it bleeding, so I put blood on it.
Dude, but the point is, it's a shitty spot, right? So it's gonna open up. So I'm like, I'm all bandaged.
Guy
and-
talking with no voice, Justin.
I know, it
do you know
sucks.
do you know the story? Tell it for us.
Dude, I go pay me rent. I go to bed, dude.
Comes out every time.
I wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. I'm just like, all right, like rolling around. I'm like, oh,
Yo,
what
that
the fuck?
vodka still in your system, probably just
Yeah.
super thin, just
Dude.
shooting out, still blue and shit.
Dude, there's blood all over my bed.
That's so bad, dude. That's not okay.
I'm dehydrated.
Yeah,
I'm bleeding
so
out.
At that night after work, you were drinking and shit. Like,
Yeah, he came home and started
I'm so-
drinking right with me.
you know,
So
listeners,
that's how he does.
Listeners, guest, co-host, I apologize for asking the dumbest question that's ever been asked on this podcast. That was on me, my fault.
You're bad, dude.
You fucked up.
Dude, that's actually so fucking bad. You could have. What was your blood clot? There's just raspberry vodka.
It's all vodka.
It won't let your blood clot. Vodka's like, no, dog, you get out of here, right? So you go down deep, get a telescope, right? You're all, you get in. It's just like, it's like a club. It's like a club that it's called Club Clot, right? And like the clotters are trying to get in. There's just security guards made of like raspberry vodka. They have Smirnoff. No, you can't get in this shit, dog.
Yeah.
No, you got to turn
You
around, homie.
cannot get in.
End of the line.
Go home.
You don't got no good looking female clotters with you, son?
No
Head to
clots
the
for
back.
you.
Get the fuck out.
It's a male trade. Back of the line. So there was blood everywhere. Did
Everywhere.
it sink? Did it get on your mattress? Like, is your mattress stained?
No. It's all
that
my
could have
sheets.
been. That would have been so
Dude,
much
my
funnier.
hand is just caked in dry blood.
Did it finally clot? Did you finally sleep off enough alcohol for it to clot?
Yeah, it's not even. It was just. Yeah, sure.
It just happened.
No, do you think you rolled around and like reopened it by accident?
Dude, look where it is. All I have to do is go like this, and you can see it opening.
No, that shit just comes out.
It's a bad spot. That muscle just gets used so much when you open your hands.
Yeah.
So I probably just rolled over. And
Yeah,
went,
but still, your blood's supposed to clot after a certain amount of time, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
But then, you know what?
when
You know
you're
what? You're right,
sleeping,
though.
you reopen that shit all the
Yeah,
time.
no, it makes sense.
Especially if it's an easy one.
You didn't have it wrapped when you went to sleep?
no.
He's too drunk.
I just poured a little bit. I poured a shot on it and I went to bed.
Too drunk.
I had to, I don't know. I want to let it breathe. I had a glove on all day.
No, it's true. It actually, it's just the best thing
Smart
for
move,
wounds,
smart
apparently.
move. He was playing it smart, even drunk.
Dude, I'm telling people at work, I'm like, yeah, there's blood all over the sheets. And they're like, did you clean the sheets? I was like, no. And they're like, why wouldn't you clean the sheets?
my blood.
I'm like, well, I'm probably going to bleed out tonight too. I was like, when I stop bleeding out, I'll clean the
He
sheets.
be racking up the water bill. Justin leaves the water on when he brushes his teeth. So I can't be washing the same sheets twice in 2 days.
Don't talk shit about my roommate.
And is
Calm down here.
I remember we were like, what the fuck is that? We move over, it's just Justin brushing his teeth, and I was like, this motherfucker got the water on it? Dog, you let him know, like, I need rent on Wednesday the latest, okay? And we pay for water here, dog.
Listen,
You're a water runner when you brush your teeth?
I am
Yeah, dude.
too. Yeah, I am too.
My wife does it. I go and like turn off the faucets on her. She looks at me and shit. I'm like,
Dude, you're up.
I'd be so pissed, dude.
Dude, she doesn't check you.
Yo,
I like it. I like
really-
it though. It gets me going, like
Right.
sexually, you know. So I like getting
Turns him on.
like
He's
getting
like,
my
yeah, let me
wife
fucking
fucking
do
worked
it.
up. So I'm like, yeah, dude, bring her to bed.
I mean,
Fudge, how do you get turned on to like have sex with your wife?
He's gotta
piss
get under
her
her
off.
skin.
I tell her to brush her teeth. First of all, I go, dude, your breath smells. Go brush your teeth. And then she brushes her teeth, and I shut the water off.
I take
At
the
that
toothpaste
point,
away from
That's
her.
what
I'm
does
erect.
it. That's what does it.
We're upstairs before you know it, fucking, and a tube of toothpaste in my hand. Yeah. Sorry, babe.
Fuck, dude.
Sorry, babe.
Just throwing it down on him.
Yeah, but you think about why you do it though. Why are you leaving the water on?
here's
though?
the problem.
First off, you pay for water. Second off, there's like
Nah.
we only got like 2%.
Paying for water is a bunch of liberal bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's always the
no,
same
we
amount.
all pay for it.
It's always the same amount.
Yeah.
I've never paid a
It
different
eventually
amount.
goes up. Get a broad in here, maybe knock her up. It goes
He's
up.
kind of like a broad.
I kind of.
He does clean a lot. He probably uses water doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Eh.
Listen,
I mean, I don't live here, so I was waiting for one of you guys to talk.
I got a fish tank, man. I use a lot of water.
Right. You got to do the cycles, dude.
Yeah, a dead fish
cycle.
tank. It's dead. It's all gone.
It's very dead.
Money and work. 3 years of money and work.
Yeah.
It's no big deal. It's just
No big deal.
yeah.
That's part
it's
of it.
just money.
That's part of what it is.
And emotion and happiness and work.
Expensive fish.
Yeah.
Right.
You do that to yourself, though.
You know, it's
Buy
my
the expensive
fault.
fish, but it is.
It's my
I'm
fault.
glad you. I'm glad you're admitting here on the interwebs.
And he admitted,
And the
this
parasite
is
in my
fault.
tank. It's
Dude,
my fault.
Just
100%
keep the
his fault.
eel, throw a slice of salami in once a week, and move on with your life, dude. What are you doing? You're like, bro, I just bought all these fish. I'm like, can't wait for 48 hours from now when I get the text, bro, this happened. Bro, this fish died. Bro, this thing came dead. Bro, can you believe it? I'm
Eel.
like,
Eel
yeah.
ate it.
Eel ate the fish.
I can't believe it because it's the same goddamn story every time you buy fish. I
different
hear
story,
it every
though.
time.
Different story.
Well,
though.
no, this story is way more fucked
yeah,
up.
it's
But
fucked.
Oh, huge fuck.
I thought you just said you didn't want to talk about it, so I didn't bring it up.
He did bring it in though. He's like, I got
That's
this
true.
fish tank. It's
You
fucking.
know why?
me.
Because he's got a little bit of liquor in him, and it's opening him up,
Little
and
bit
he's
of
opening
liquor.
up emotionally.
Right, his emotions are going. He's like,
Maybe
I fucking
sexually.
hate all of
Are
these
you guys
fish.
therapists to me right now?
I was talking about toothpaste and fucking. Now
Right,
maybe
now
he's
he's-
getting sexual with the
Right,
fish.
right.
No one knows.
We should name that episode. Name that episode.
Sexual with the fish.
Sexual with the fish.
No more rocks for life. Where's my phone?
Dude, I had to strangle one of his fish. It was bad.
Motherfuckers.
Now he's bringing up the sad stories.
I gotta bring it
All right,
up.
let's do.
What was it? What is it?
Not trying to strangle. Fuck, I just
No,
said
Strangle his fish, dude.
it was sexual with the fish, right?
Sexual with the fish.
Sexual with the.
I can't wait to go to bed. Dude, what time is it?
It's 3.
I'm hammered.
I'm sorry. Is there not other days during the week at 3 p.m. that you don't say that to yourself?
It's not a normal thing. No.
Usually it's later on. Yeah. He might get started unless it's like
All
a
right.
day
So
drink situation.
you're off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Correct.
Okay. Monday at 3 p.m. What is Keith doing?
I'm having a
All
drink.
full blown
Probably
honesty.
having a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely having a drink.
I'm not.
His
hammered.
first drink?
Depends how a lady got up.
No, I'm not judging. I just told you yesterday my daughter fell asleep and I
then
started
you're
day
day
drinking.
drinking. That's
So
the
I'm
thing.
not judging.
No judgment.
If anything,
No
the
judgment.
judgment's here because you keep the baby alive. No big fucking deal. So 3 p.m. on a Monday,
Right.
this dude is sober?
Yeah.
Thank you. So don't come at me like I was some far-fetched motherfucker.
It depends on what's going on that day. Like if he's already settled in and like, yo, I'm gonna play some Link or something or fucking go jerk off in my room, he's already drinking. But like if
I
he's
don't
got to go
jerk
out to
off
the
when I'm drunk. So
all right, fair enough. But like,
Who's
so
got
if
the
he's got to
time
go
for
out
that?
and do something, if he's got to go
got
out
the
and do
time?
something like go to fucking Lowe's or something, he'll be like, yo, I'm so mad, I got to go to Lowe's because I can't be drinking right now. So like that's the thing.
Yeah. Going to Lowe's.
Well,
Fucking
I mean,
cunt.
dude, if I was in your position, a single guy chilling, got 3 days off, the fucking mayhem. I'd have like pizza fucking crusts everywhere, pepperoni hanging off my lip, a fucking 3/4 empty bottle. I'd be fucking, because it's that's what the fuck else.
Can I tell a great pepperoni story?
You can always tell a great pepperoni story. No matter what. I mean, if we're at a funeral, I want to hear a great pepperoni story.
It's disgusting. This is disgusting. So, all right.
You gonna use pepperoni's name in vain like that?
He's like, I got the pepperonis.
You gonna fuck with Roni like that?
I'm always having pepperoni sticks around, right? That's my thing.
It's a
Liquor.
Can't do it, bud. Sorry, it's my only stick. Can't do it, Rick.
Can't do it, Rick.
Can't do it, son.
This is my lunch pepperoni.
Just a bite. It's just my lunch. I gotta go.
Dude, so it was like a Friday night. And
Friday night.
dude, so I like eat dinner,
Word.
have a couple drinks, I'm like going to pass out.
Word. Speak
don't
closer
pass.
to the mic, you fucking half.
It's my
having
voice.
motherfucker.
It's my voice. I don't pass out, but eventually it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, all right, I gotta eat something again.
4 a.m. on a Friday?
Yeah. Doesn't
Dude,
matter.
You work on Saturdays?
Yeah, I know. It was embarrassing.
God damn.
So
gotta
I
do it.
grabbed pepperoni out of the bro fridge, right?
That's right. You have a fridge. I haven't.
Yeah, he's got the
fucked
bro
with you.
fridge now.
I gotta get into that fridge before I leave. I gotta.
Right.
I need to like lay it
Visually
out
see.
visually and get it in my mental. You know,
All right,
I
we'll
can't,
get
you can't be
you up
like
there. We'll get you up there.
coming here in this relationship we have going, whether it be platonic, sexual, friend. I don't know, and I can't be not knowing what's going on with this fridge.
Right,
You know
we'll
what I
get you
mean?
up there. So I don't know. I'm
We'll
black.
get you up there.
I'm blacked out.
There's a whole crew that's gonna like send me up somewhere that's not obtainable
No
by.
one's sending you up anywhere, dude.
Bring in the crane, guys. Bring in the crane.
We got a fudge crane. The fudge crane
Gotta
gassed up.
get him up here.
Gotta get it in third gear. We can't shift it.
So I go to eat pepperoni, apparently. It
Apparently.
drops on the floor, and I go to bed. Okay? So there's this log of pepperoni on the floor. Okay, no, hear me
I'm
out.
waiting. I haven't heard this story either.
So I pass out, right?
Guy
I
only
wake up,
sleeps 10 feet from him. He has no idea.
wake up, and I'm like in a sweatshirt. So like I just fucking fell into my bed, right?
Nice.
So I wake up, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
It's a wonder you don't fucking violently throw up more.
I don't know.
You're just going to sleep like only a sweatshirt, dick hanging out, pepperoni
Well,
on the floor and
hanging
shit.
is a term I don't normally use.
You know, I'm trying to give you, you know, right?
So
Give you a little extra.
So I wake up, I'm in a sweatshirt. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, why am I in a sweatshirt? Like, right? So I stay
you
up.
wake up and start asking yourself questions.
So
Why am
I
I
look
here?
I look at the floor. I'm like,
Why does human life exist?
What is going on?
I'm like, why is there a pepperoni stick on the floor? So I'm
Well, you know the answer was you.
yeah, I know. But I'm so
No,
I'm like,
actually, I go into the room at night and I just get pepperoni sticks
just
out of the
throw
fridge. Just start taking bites and leave it
gnawing
on
on it.
his fucking floor.
You
Just to
actually
make
should
him
start
actually
doing.
think that he did it and he doesn't
You
know
should
idea
start
what's going
doing
on.
shit like that.
Right.
You should
gonna
because
have to.
he's gonna believe.
When he starts like snoring and stuff, I know he's out. So like I just go in there and start
Saturday,
taking stuff out
Sunday,
of the fridge
and
be
Monday
like,
nights,
leave it there.
you can do shit like that, and then he's gonna wake up and be like, "Dude, did you come in my room and spread and leave a charcuterie board
it was
on the floor?"
there was provolone laying
Justin's
on the
like,
floor.
"I have no idea." Eating salami. I have no.
I don't even know what you're
With
talking about.
with like provolone like wrapped up in the. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, so I look at this stick of pepperoni. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I gotta go to work.
You just left it there.
This is
You
where it
don't
gets
want to
gross.
put it back in the fridge because you'll forget and then eat it and it's old.
No, hear me.
You
Just
can't fuck with meats just sitting out like that.
hear me
It's
out.
getting worse. It's getting worse.
It's getting so much
I
worse.
would have left it out. If I was in your position, I would have left it out too.
I left it.
Oh my
I
God,
left
you
it
ate it
later.
later. Spoilers! He ate it.
Dude, so I go to work. I work 10 hours. Okay. I did not come
I was
home.
going to make fun of you, but I was like, I want to keep hearing the story, so I'll keep.
I think I stayed at Katie's. I don't think I went home. So the pepperoni sticks just fermenting on the floor.
Well, it's curing more.
Yeah.
It's
getting more
becoming
ready for
it's
you to eat.
becoming more cured.
Do I think I came home Sunday
Oh, you came.
and then just I was like drinking. I'm like, I think I'm gonna eat this pepperoni stick. I grabbed this pepperoni off the floor and just ate
All right,
this
you
dirty.
dropped
The worst is that
You
he
dropped
actually
it
thought
Friday
about it
night?
first. He's like, I think I'm going to eat this. And then like he just continued to do it knowing he shouldn't.
So
like, I'm
Friday
definitely
night
gonna
you
eat
dropped
this.
on the floor, and Sunday night you ate it. Did you eat the whole stick?
Whole steak.
Did you throw up?
No.
All
Did you
of
feel
it.
sick?
No. But
Did
it
you
was
have vodka
dry.
in your stomach? It was dry. I'm sorry. Does the texture and
again with the
consistency of the
stupid
cured
questions.
meat?
I mean, you knew he had vodka in
Yeah,
his
what are you
stomach.
talking about?
Yeah, so the vodka probably killed any bacteria, maybe.
I mean, you got to hope, right?
Well, the cured meat, it just sits somewhere. And
Yeah,
then
but
like,
it was drying out on my floor. It's fucking disgusting.
you were aging it, dude. You should go on sippy poos with
He's
this shit. and be
boosting his
like,
immune system, dude.
you
He's
should
getting it
have
ready.
you should have taken a video, and this would have been the perfect sippy poo video. Hear me out, guys. Sippy poo, what's up? 2 days ago, I dropped this pepperoni stick.
I floor aged this pepperoni.
Floor aged.
For 3 days.
Dude, so you ate the whole stick.
All right, so here's another
You
thing.
disgusting cunt. You ate a 2-day-old pepperoni stick,
Fucking
you
loved it.
you
Pepperoni
sick
loved it.
fucking human, bro. You fucking asshole. I love it though. I actually love
that's
every
fucking
second of the
funny.
story, and I feel like I would do the same exact thing.
Here's the thing.
I got like pepperoni in my fridge that's 3 weeks past the sell-by date. You think I can eat it?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'll go home and eat it. I'll take a video. I'll send it to you guys. Perfect. I'll wake up in the middle of the night.
I'll be asleep.
This is bad. Don't eat this pepperoni.
Dude, so when you bite into a piece of pepperoni, you get like a
Yeah,
snap,
nice
right?
snap, dude, from that intestine skin they use.
Yeah.
Right. When I bit into the floor aged pepperoni,
None of that.
it
No
was
snap?
it was like a triple snap. It was like
Oh, it's like a hard snap because it was so dry.
There was different layers of snap. Did you?
The actual meat inside was snapping because it was all dried out.
Keith, I want an honest fucking answer here.
always, dude.
When you, that's true, you never really lie. When you picked up the Floor-Roni,
Floor aged.
Floor-aged Roni, which is honestly
Yeah,
good name
save that.
too. I'm gonna hold on, let me text that. When you snagged the floor-aged Roni off the floor that it was aged on, were you like podcast?
Like
Like,
all I was thinking was like, oh, I'm not gonna turn down this pepperoni. I'm not gonna throw this pepperoni
I'm
out.
not going to get rid of pepperoni.
so there was no, because sometimes you'll do things for like a bit
It wasn't
that
a bit.
no one listens to. Like,
yeah, it was. I'll do a bit.
No, if it was a bit, he would have came home and told me like the next day or like
Dude,
later
I
when
got
he
this
woke
good
up.
He was
Dude, I got this.
embarrassed?
Dude, I fucking,
Not embarrassed.
No, he just
Not
didn't think
embarrassed.
that it was necessary. He was like, yeah, I just did it. It was my thing. I eat floor-ronis, dude. It's my thing now.
Floor-aged Roni.
Floor-aged
Get your shit
Ronis.
together,
Yeah,
Justin.
give it some fucking respect, dude. And he needs the rent by Monday. We upped it a
I
few
need my
days.
rent next week.
Rent's
I just
due
ate
next week.
Old pepperoni, but you need to get your shit together.
Unbelievable, dude.
What you gonna do?
Gotta love
All
it.
right, I just came up with an idea that probably nobody cares about. Instead of buying $1,000 camera, I think I'm going to buy two $300 cameras. Because the guest can't just be using the shitty old cam, right?
I mean, we're using it.
Yeah, I mean, it's working.
No, we need to bump it up, right? And it might be nice.
What are you gonna do with
TV
these
show?
other cams, dude?
Well,
Porn.
I'm
like it.
I'm making fucking, like
Oh, you're
like
making
rap-
fucking movies. I get it. It's cool.
I mean,
I mean,
my
we could.
wife's into it, but we're going to watch me. It's I wouldn't want to not watch her fuck. I definitely want to watch, but you want to watch? What am I going to watch? My large, multi-rolled body,
Dude, it's probably hot, dude.
right? The
You
gut,
might get off to it.
right?
You'd be
The
like, yeah,
fucking-
dude, that's me.
my flat white ass, my fucking.
I mean, but are
as
you
white
trying to
as
get your
these
white
light
ass in it?
thighs, dude? Right? Never seen the light of day ever. Just b-ball shorts always down. Like, look how white my thigh is, Justin. No
Fucking nice,
homo, dude.
It's nice, dude.
It's fucking white and hairless.
That's a move.
Look at that disgusting slab of skin on my leg, dude. Right? Do I want to look at that and fucking beat off? No.
This
But-
conversation's getting deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting weird. But I'm thinking 2-300, like, because we know we need one for that. And then, with the, well, I'm shooting rap shit, like rap I'm going to be like filming myself rapping.
Right,
shit like
right,
that.
right.
You know, you need mad content. When I,
can't
when
wait.
I
You're trying.
release the album and
I
shit.
get the one video, like the camera you want to get the one. Like you want to go big with the one, but like why do you need two? Like these are working. Like do you know that the other two are going to be better?
Well, no, 100% yes. 2, it's really I'm getting it for my own personal shit with the rapping stuff I want to do.
Right.
But I can also
wait
use
till
it for the podcast too.
I can't wait till you make a rap video with my gun in your headband.
I'm very willing to do
Purchase.
I'm very willing to do that. I mean, my first music video idea is actually it's pretty involved and not too expensive, but it's going to take a lot of moving parts to get together. Like I'm going to need.
It's too much work. Dude.
I'm gonna try and do it because honestly, it's
you could just leave it somewhere, and then I'll be like, "Yo, that's got to get done."
The idea is hilarious. I'm planning on renting out a very, our buddy John who came out with Joe, big podcast favorite. He is one of the engineers.
Hugh Honey.
Yeah, no, he's Vic. He's Vic Vinegar.
He's Vic Vinegar.
Well, Joe was Hugh when he came on, but our buddy John, he works at Backroom Studios. He's a very talented. Audio engineer, and I was talking to him about renting out a room, but like a little live room, right? So I can do some live stuff, but like I'm gonna have this whole idea where he's gonna be like, it'll be the video where like I come in, I'm like, all right, this is pretty dope. All right, let's record the video, right? And then like right when the song's about to start, after like the ad libs and shit, and the verse is about to kick in, Ari's gonna like kick in the door dressed as like a fucking like Greek diner owner and be like, I'm the engineer here, and like the whole video will be like them fighting each other or like wrestling, or be like, no, I'm fucking recording or whatever. But meanwhile, I'll be having like live shots and random funny things and like, but I also
guns
like
in headbands.
at the very end, just the last 2 seconds, it'll just like a zoom out camera with me with a sweatband with your. But like it's got to be like a second and a half. It just it can't be very long.
I feel like you gotta like pre-shoot this to make sure that this, because it's probably way funnier in your head, but I just don't get it.
Well, I also have a professional photographer who's not huge into videography.
We're
but
professional over here.
Right, I
Justin.
get it. Obviously. Well,
I'm not shooting this. I do have a professional photographer who's a good friend of mine who he's going to film everything for me.
Right.
But then I'm going to edit and make the video. So I would have to lay out like a little script myself and get everything going. And it's going to be very involved. But if I actually, rent the studio out for the day, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Day.
It should be literally fucking hilarious. The whole thing is, I still want a group of like at least 20, 30 people there. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to like, so I can have like them chilling and I'm like doing like rap shit, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And they're chilling, like looking all tough, right? So I'm probably going to easily have to like cater some shit.
This is the tough move.
Tough. Why was that?
Arms crossed.
Because you don't look tough doing this.
Fucking tough.
You don't look tough doing this.
You look tough doing this.
But if you're sitting here with your arms crossed like this, you look a little fucking tough, dude.
You're trying to flex the pecs? Is that what it is? You're just like, oof.
I ain't flexing a goddamn thing. I have muscles underneath all this beautiful man.
That's my rear up there.
Right, but that's the thing. Like, if I have a huge part of this video written down in the script that I would all set up and have it all set up, like whatever, and you know how 2021 is. What if everybody just decides to bail out the last minute? I'm going to have to change major things. Right. But the whole thing is like, because I want like all my friends, like, how like people do, you ever see rap videos where people like do like slow zoom outs of like them with like their family and them with like their friends and shit like that? I want to have like all my friends with like, like I want to have like little, like at the very end, have like little zoom outs of like me and my wife and my kid, like, and fucking, and like Misery Mike, his wife and his kid, and like fucking Ken, his wife and his, it's like we're all fucking, no, but it's like quick, like 1-2 second zoom out. I know the kids, fuck whatever, but guess what? Human race got to still keep living, right?
Right.
So people got to procreate, Keith. All right. But that's how you keep shit gangster, bro. You
procreate with
right?
this
You
vodka.
gotta get a crew going so people think you're not something to fuck with, even though I'm just a fat guy to fuck with.
Right.
Right?
Well, do you? But on that same note, this motherfucker
What if all these people
talks
bail
about
though?
when he does that gay thing all the time in movies, dude. Like the middle of a fucking movie. Gay every time.
Yeah, but meanwhile,
we
it's
never
actually
we never talked about the gayest moment. Me and Justin.
We did have a
the
gay
other-
moment.
Do you remember how gay our last podcast was?
300 other cameras, by the way.
Right.
Cool.
Big.
Our last podcast on Valentine's Day was gay as fuck.
You were pretty gay.
It was. This relationship's getting fucking gay, dude.
Super gay.
But I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable with my
I mean, who
sexuality.
cares?
I'm a
Like, just
married
fucking get
man.
a
I'm a
little gay, dude.
father.
You know, you've
And if I
accomplished
accidentally suck
things in
his
your life.
dick, I'm not like
Right.
fucking.
It's not gay. It's not gay.
My dad's listening. My son's a
My
fag.
son's so fucking gay.
My son with his little dick.
Did you hear about how we got my dad on the phone for an episode like a few episodes ago? And he was like, "Yeah, no, that not me. You get that from me, son."
He's like, your dick's small, but mine ain't. I don't know
My
what the
dad's
fuck.
way more Italian than I am, so he
Right.
didn't have the Irish curse.
Right? Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what, too? Like, being a big guy just probably looks smaller, too.
It doesn't help. Doesn't
Because
help
if
your
you
cause.
put a ruler to it, you're like, okay. You're the smallest dick ever, right? But if you're like,
But you're not comparing it to like
but
the
if
guys
you
in
get
the
a
pornos,
camera
dude.
on my naked body,
Right.
then you're like, that ruler's lying.
Motherfuckers lying.
That can't be real. That can't be what the actual dick size is it?
Dude, so Valentine's Day podcast, super gay. There's still rose petals. They're still there.
They're not going away.
You know what? That was worth the 96 cents, dude.
They're not going away.
I wish I bought one.
I'm
Dude,
glad
so
you didn't.
we lost power the other day. Well, you had it out for like 12 hours. But
Yeah,
we
you were
lost,
a long
big. You were
time.
big fucked.
we lost it for like
My
4
wife
hours.
and went to the in-laws. I was like, I'm going to stay here. She's like, just come with us. I was like, no, I got to work tomorrow, whatever. And like an hour and a half in after they left, I was like, I wish I went with them. I'm like watching
Why did you-
podcasts.
why did you
I
come
fucking
here?
can't.
We would have broed it up.
I
Right,
wanted
we
to
had,
no,
we
no,
had
gay.
power.
If I came here, I definitely would not have made it to work the next fucking day, dude. Yeah, I wanted to be home with like all my shit for work. That's what I wanted to do. And,
Right.
and eventually, they came home later. They came home like at 10 or 11. I was already sleeping, but I was like, it's just gonna be easier for me with work because I wake up anywhere from like 4:35 a.m. That's when I
Oof.
wake up every fucking day
I'm going to wake up at 4 a.m. tonight.
to drink with him.
Start
Right.
going, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna text you when I wake up in the morning.
Please.
I'm like, dude, you up drinking with Justin? I'm taking a shit and going to work. Yeah, I just finished taking a shit too, but I'm drinking.
Dude, so the funniest part of it, so the power goes out. I'm I'm leaving my room. I shut my computer off. I shut my light off, and I turn around to Justin, who's in the hallway, and his lights are off. I'm like, why are you shutting your lights off, dude? You're like, the power just went out. I shut my light off as the power
Yeah,
went
you
out.
did.
Hold
It was-
up.
The timing was perfect.
Perfect.
Were you so drunk that you didn't
No,
even
no, I
realize
was
the power went
sober.
out?
I was sober.
No, but he literally thought I just turned my lights off just to turn them off with him.
How'd you turn all your lights off at the same
Dude, I was
time
so confused.
simultaneously,
I was like,
both
why
of
are
us?
the lights out?
What are you doing? You're like the power.
How long were you guys out of power for?
Like
It
4
went out
hours.
at like 10:30,
yeah, it was like 4
and then
hours.
came back like what 2 in the afternoon or some shit.
I can't give you no. It's 4 hours, dude. I don't know.
It was like 9 p.m.
It was
when it came
definitely
back. It was
late
it was-
late at night when we got it.
Yeah.
You got it back before us.
So definitely not 4 hours then.
No, it was definitely 4 hours.
It was It was about.
So
4
you
hours.
didn't lose it at like 10 a.m.
No,
No, that was you.
no, we only lost it later. Like when they'd actually turn it off, like the whole grid off. Like everybody lost power. Like all the towns around that whole grid, just to make it so they can upgrade your shit that blew, so that they could replace that.
You know what was the most cunty thing about it? Calling every 2 hours.
And then they tell you it's an
We
hour.
plan to restore power at 1 p.m. Okay, this ain't no big deal. I call it 1:10. We plan to restore power at 3 p.m.
Was it just an automated message?
Now we got, you know what? Shit happens. I get it. Call back at fucking 2:45. We plan to restore power at 6 p.m. Fuck these cons. Call back at 5:30. We plan to restore power at 10 p.m. I'm like, right? And then like I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm going to bed. And I wake up and like, I left the light switch on for the lights for my whole entire home, so in hopes it would wake me up. And then I heard like. And like things like right, like all the
Shit
power
working.
starts kicking back on. And it was like 9 something. I go, oh, thank fucking Christ! And I go to my phone, and my wife's like, "Oh, is the power back on?" I was like, "It's back on." And then put my phone back. Then I was like, and then that was a wrap for me. So,
See ya.
but
Solid time for you guys.
dude, I remember losing power in my mid-20s. Like, let's fucking go. Let's drink.
Time to drink.
Let's eat the charcuteries in the fridge. I'm ready, right? And now, like, being a married guy with a fucking child, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. When it gets dark, she's gonna cry. The milk's gonna go bad. I can't drink, but I probably shouldn't. Like, the whole thing sucks, dude. Power just sucks.
Well, we don't have that
When we were
problem.
younger and it was
We don't have that problem. No,
We don't have a kid,
No, we
so-
still do that. That was our first reaction. We're like, oh, power's out. Guess we're drinking.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you guys are still in the golden age of the power outages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the power goes. It was that
super
awkward
gay, too.
moment where like I'm like, holy shit, the power. Like it was perfect time.
Yeah.
Shut the light switch and then the power goes off. And I'm just confused. I was like,
Keith's super confused. I'm just like, power's out, dude. And he's like, I don't fucking know what's going on right now.
so
Oh, wait. Power's out?
So you didn't. So
Yes,
you
power's
didn't
out.
turn your lights off. No, the power's out.
So
So what you're saying is we don't have any electricity.
Can I use my PS4?
dude, so I go into full on panic mode for the tank, which like apparently doesn't matter anyway, but whatever. So I'm like, all right, tank stuff. All right, let's do
I
this.
thought you
Did we
bought,
grab
like,
a bunch
nice
of the
battery
fucking moving
backup.
blankets? We're like, yo, we got to keep the heat in. We're gonna go cover the tank.
Yeah.
'Cause
It
it's
must have
cold
been
as
a
fuck.
whole gigantic, terrible thing for you guys.
No,
No,
it wasn't
not
that
really.
bad.
No, it was easy.
We didn't put that much work into it. We just kind of like maybe did half-ass work.
How cold did the tank get? Or you couldn't even
I
see,
think it got down to like 71 degrees.
which is pretty cold for saltwater fish, right?
Yeah.
Don't they want to be at like 80, 82?
But like I
or something?
said, it doesn't matter because they're all dying.
Yeah,
So
the plague was going anyway.
the
realistically-
plague happened before the power outage.
It was happening.
It was in the process.
We didn't know it was happening, but it
think
was
that would
happening.
I
You
mean,
think
we
that would've
knew it
killed the
was
plague?
happening.
We knew it was starting.
You think
yeah.
that would have killed the fucking thing.
Right.
Nothing kills this parasite.
No,
That's
it's
what- that's what I'm
a
telling you.
survivor.
But anyway, so I'm like,
It's a survivor. It's going to make it.
That's 100%
so I'm like,
it.
I go, Justin, I'm like, dude, power's out. I'm like, what? When the power goes out, here's what I do.
You don't have a battery backup for your tank?
It doesn't matter. We're moving on from that.
10 minutes, dude.
I do.
It's not long,
I
I guess.
do,
No.
but it does.
10
Doesn't
minutes.
last
It's a
long.
long story. I'm gonna shit talk someone. I don't want to do
It's
that.
not necessary.
Could.
Yeah, we're moving on. So
He could. He could.
I go,
shit talk.
hey,
Right, he
person.
could.
hey, the
I
power.
heard it.
Hey, the power's out. Normally, when the power's out, I light a candle,
And drink.
I get drunk, and I watch Joe Rogan podcast
Right. We didn't have internet, though,
for some reason. But the internet was out.
because they shut down the grid, so nothing had power for like the whole area.
Of course, don't you lose power? You lose power.
No, but so like sometimes like if like the town
This
over
loser
has,
doesn't have
has
unlimited data on his
No,
cell
the
plan.
Wi-Fi was out.
No, everything was out. Like the even just
Yeah.
our cell towers out.
Oh, the cell was bad. It was-
sometimes you
Yeah.
can get your cell tower from like a town
I
over
was
that
like,
still got
I was
it.
like getting podcasts where they would work for 10 minutes and like not work for 40
Mm.
minutes and like work for like 20 minutes and not work for like an hour. It was like, I'm
Yeah.
just thinking, but like, what the fuck? Like, it was not cool.
yeah.
Dude,
So anyway, we lost all the power. Like every town in the vicinity all
When that
went out
happens, the
because
cell
they,
towers knock out and it's
no power, no
Right.
cell tower.
Right, so we were fucked.
So we
You
obviously
guys
start
had each
drinking.
other.
No, we did.
We definitely did.
So we were just sitting there bullshitting, like just drinking by candlelight.
Trying to get
Bullshit.
internet to work,
Which
even
is-
though we knew it wasn't going to work. We keep looking at our phones, like trying to refresh.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get something to
Please
stream.
Work. Right? So that's going on. And all of a sudden it just got gay. Justin goes, hey man, you want me to put the Avengers on?
Bro,
Because he has
I-
the Avengers.
I have both
Endgame.
Endgame and,
We watch
and
Endgame.
Infinity War
We watch-
on my phone, like saved into my phone for occasions like this. Totally forgot until I went
Nothing
through.
wrong with it though.
Right, a
Yeah.
smart move. It was
Smart
perfect
move.
because they're long ass movies. They're good movies. You throw them on when you lose power.
Yeah, great move.
Perfect move.
But dude, he goes, let's watch fucking Endgame. I'm like, yeah, fucking hell yeah, I'm in on that.
You guys fucking 2 hours in crying
Dude.
and shit.
We huddled next to each other by
Candlelight
candlelight, watching Endgame
on my phone.
on his phone.
Put it on the table and we're just
fucking
sitting there together
gay,
on a couch.
dude.
It's fucking great.
It's so gay.
Maybe I should have came over and joined
You
that
should have.
great
You came in
threesome.
on that. We could have had a good time.
I would have came.
No, definitely.
Did you guys finish the whole movie?
Yeah. I think at like the last 20 minutes,
Yeah, it was
we
like
got on TV.
3 hours in, and then like last 20 minutes, like power came on. We're like, let's transfer it over to the big screen.
Power's back. We gotta finish on TV, man.
So get this though, like every like emotional part like that happened in the movie, the whole time Keith's like, gay, because he didn't want it to be too gay because we were just sitting there watching in the dark. So he had to like
doesn't love all those awesome
right, like
emotional parts,
he wasn't like he had to pretend
He's not
like he had to
comfortable
man
with
up.
his sexuality.
Right,
yet.
right.
He's only
No,
32.
no.
It takes him
It was
some
already
time.
getting gay.
I mean, it was a little gay, but like you have not been in like some gay situations like that or that gay yet.
Sometimes things need to get gay, Keith.
Right, like sometimes you've never gotten to that point where you're like actually like holding each other's thighs, dude. Like that's when it gets gay.
What's Thanos gonna do?
Get really close to each other, hold each other, we'll keep the heat in.
All right, so hear me out.
We didn't get that far. If it got any colder, I might have moved over.
You watch Infinity War or Endgame?
Endgame.
Because I feel like Infinity War would have been
Way more
Infinity War-
emotional.
Yeah, the way it ends, that you're like,
No, Endgame with
I remember
with
being in the
Iron
movie-
Man dying, dude. That was the
That's
biggest
true.
gay movement.
But nah, Endgame, when everyone's dying, even though you know they're coming back.
no,
Yeah, but I mean, they're not
Infinity War
dying
is what
like-
you mean.
Yeah.
Infinity War, yeah. So-
So we watched Endgame, which actually is super emotional. Like even in the beginning, you know it's fucked because like everyone's dead and like you can't
The
bring it
archer
back.
guy with the crossbow.
Right, and the kids, like that's how they started off. You're like, why is this starting this way?
What the fuck?
This is so
I'm
depressing.
so glad
dude.
I saw both those movies in theaters. It was a
it was
fucking
great.
smart move doing so.
I
Dude,
did too.
but-
I was hammered with Jesse and my ex.
Dude,
We
here's
don't
a,
remember any of them.
dude, here's the deal though. You guys watch WandaVision.
I do.
So are you all caught up?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't want to actually say anything because so here's the deal. When I watched
The first
deal,
like 3
everyone.
episodes are
All right, here.
fucking trash.
no, I don't think it's trash.
I
know-
hated them.
Yeah, well, here, all right. So when I watched
Here's
the
the
boys,
deal, ladies and gentlemen.
I know he's gonna make fun of me when I say that. When I watched the boys and when I watched WandaVision,
Haven't watched them yet. Haven't watched
you
the
gotta
boys.
step your game up. dude.
all I knew about the boys was a
You want to
superhero
fucking
show.
shut the power off and fucking light a candle and watch the boys?
We
dude?
might have to, dude.
Fudge
Pretend the
leaves?
power-
Let me
out.
just go hit the fucking
Power's out, dude.
breakers out in the garage.
Fudge
and
is
it'll turn
gone
it all off.
finally. Let's put our
Let's
thighs
fucking-
close
Light a
together.
candle, dude. Rub
Let's
my thigh, dude.
let's fucking hold
Watch
each
the
other and watch
boys.
the boys.
Dude, WandaVision is absolutely unfucking believable. It
It's
is
great.
so goddamn good. I had no idea
That's
that
a,
I was like.
I didn't
But like
wanna
the third and
like
fourth
it.
episode, I was like,
right. That's when it actually kicks in. But like that first episode, you're like, why is this a Marvel thing? Like I don't know. I thought it was
But
just
you know
some
what?
like
But
joke
I
thing that they put
appreciate
together.
that, though. I
Well, you do
appreciate
looking
that.
back. Like I really appreciate the whole thing. But like at the first episode and watching it, I was like, why is this a thing? Is this
Well, I'm
what
sure
this all's
the
gonna be
build-up
like?
is probably-
And it was the build-up that made it that much better. Like, because you're
Right.
watching the first episode, you're like, okay, I'll watch the second one. Hopefully it gets better. The second one happens, you're like, all right, it's more of the same shit. It's only getting a little bit better. And then by like the third and fourth
it was
episode,
entertaining though. Like,
no, it was
really-
entertaining a little bit, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that great. Like I didn't really like. It wasn't that funny,
but
it was like a build-up point.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
It's
is,
it's
if you stick through it.
Yeah, that's
no,
what you have to.
It's clearly made as like a build-up type thing or whatever, but like, I'm watching it with my wife. I'm not, it's like you're just
You know why you disrespecting B-Dog, dude? I'm watching with my wife.
no, but because I get
would never
stuck
say
watching
it.
Real
I would
Housewives
never say it.
Right,
sometimes.
so
Bridget.
instead of Real Housewives, he was super happy to be watching WandaVision, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Real Housewives. She tries to be like, "Oh no, you
I
like
hate-
it." I'm like,
You don't like the
I
reality
don't.
TV, dude. It's not good.
Like I'll sit there and watch because then like you know what it is because like I'll sit there like have a few drinks and I'll be like, "What's this bitch's problem?"
Like I
then she'll,
don't
like,
really
explain
see
to
what
her.
she's getting mad at. I don't
Like
get
I don't.
it. I don't
She's
understand this
being
at
a
all.
cunt to me. I
Right.
don't fucking get it. And then she'll like give me the backstory. I'll be like, "Oh, you know what? Fuck that bitch then."
Fuck that cunt.
But like WandaVision, like I'm really glad. Like dude, the move is just going into shows or movies, just not fucking knowing anything.
100%
because then you let it like it's I don't know. But like the third or fourth episode, I was like, holy shit! Like I think Marvel have completely outdone themselves.
They
with this show.
nailed everything.
You haven't watched it yet, right?
No, but Marvel in general just nailed it.
I mean, Marvel Studios, once they
It's been,
started
what,
doing
like
their
10
things, like
years?
they've had like maybe 2 okay movies. They weren't even bad. They were just okay. Like, I mean, the Thor 2 or whatever.
Well, like the
was
original Hulk and like Ant-Man, right? Like,
right, but those they weren't even really like the original Hulk wasn't even their movie. Like that was actually not even Marvel Studios yet. It wasn't until Iron Man started that was actually Marvel Studios. So.
Yeah. But they just, it's been like 10 years, right?
Right. It's over 10 years.
they
just
basically
put it
massacre
together.
everything. It's
Yeah, they just nail it.
Yeah, they did
And
a
if
really
like
good job.
DC's like, we're going to do it in a year.
so bad. Yeah, so bad.
All right, well,
I mean, I do like Henry Cavill as Superman though. Like he's definitely the best Superman.
I mean,
love
I
him.
Man
enjoy.
of Steel was great.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
enjoyed
awesome.
the DC movies for the most part.
And
Like
then they
I'm
had to
not.
ruin it with Batman vs Superman and do it in like that. And that was only okay. And then they did Justice League, and I was like,
That new kind of Justice League looks like it's going to be a lot
new
better.
one?
It's the same movie,
whoever
right?
Zach.
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't know. Like I've been seeing shit on
Yeah,
on
I'm so
IGN
confused by this.
that like, well, it's a
supposed to be a
different guy. It's like
continuation, right?
well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You probably know more about it
I
than
have
me,
no
but
idea.
from what I'm seeing, it's like what a director's cut. I mean, director's cut. It's like the same thing, but it's like this guy would have preferred this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He would have preferred these things. He would have preferred this. And from what I'm seeing on the posts on like IGN's Instagram and shit, that like it might end up just being super. Like Superman's gonna wear like a completely different outfit the whole
got, like, a
time, like the
black uniform,
black
yeah.
one, and then like apparently Jared Leto's Joker is gonna be like it's gonna, like a lot of crazy like it might be like a completely different fucking movie.
I mean, hopefully they
I
do
didn't
good.
even
I
I'm
mean,
gonna watch it.
honestly,
We have
hopefully it's
HBO.
good.
We're gonna watch.
I didn't even watch
HBO.
Justice League when it came out.
No, did we go and see a shit in movies? What did we see? We
mean,
saw
I own that
Batman
shit, but
vs
it's, like,
Superman.
good.
We saw the Aquaman movie, didn't we?
No,
Aquaman.
just Batman. He's fucking hot.
He's
dude.
hot. He's trying, but he's not as good as like Thor though. Like Thor still is like the hotter of the two.
I don't know.
It's rough, dude.
Yeah,
It's a tough decision.
You get a
but I'm
boner
gonna-
either way, even if you're a
Right,
straight
I mean,
male.
Yeah, like
you
they're
know?
both of them are good looking dudes. So like you gotta.
But
you gotta appreciate that.
realistically, Ben Affleck, amazing
Affleck?
Batman, amazing
Affleck.
Batman, Affleck, like the duck.
Like the duck insurance.
Yeah, dude,
I just thought of something that's way funnier than everything
for
we're
it.
talking about.
go for it.
Do you actively? I know you probably don't, but do you actively watch Tom Segura's and Burt Kreischer's podcast, Two Bears, One Cave?
No, unfortunately,
Do you remember when I was telling you about how they started talking about Jennifer Aniston?
is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
all right. So you did see something. So
I watched the whole episode.
Jennifer Aniston finally saw that. She posted. She
dude, we
posted.
don't have internet, right?
We don't have the internet. She
I'll
posted.
fix that.
She posted.
I fucking know you will. The rent's due next week, dude.
She posted most of like the clip about Tom talking about her, even though it was like a made up story, on her Instagram story. So the whole thing came back, right?
Oh no.
So Bert made a video of him hitting a big tractor tire with a hammer, like CrossFit style. He was like, Jennifer, I'm so glad that you saw our video. I cannot wait to meet you. Me and he's like he's like topless, like hitting the
always
tire.
topless.
Like it doesn't make
Dude, we
any
need-
sense.
we
Dude,
need-
I'm not. Hold on, wait. I'm not even done. So they said like really weird things that made it funny. Like at one point, Bert was like, "Oh, should we bring our wives?" And Tom's like, "We're not bringing our wives." And then like
Can't
because
bring
of
your
like
wives to meet Jennifer
Aniston
Aniston.
being hot as shit or whatever.
Right, no.
And then Bert's like, well, can she have someone with her, or like can she have a guy with her? And Tom looks at him, he's like, for safety. and Tom was like, nah, that sounds weird. I didn't mean it like that. And then Bert like cried
We
and
need to show him
inhaled
the clip
laughing.
when we're done with this.
Yes, yeah, dude, it's so goddamn, it's so funny. So last night, Jennifer Aniston finally sees all this. She puts it in her Instagram stories, and it's all resurfacing. So, Bert Kreischer's on it in a heartbeat. He's topless in his backyard, beating a tire with a sledgehammer. Like, Jennifer Aniston, we can't wait to meet you, whatever. And that was, like, kind of funny. So then Tom Segura apparently is about to go do a show somewhere, and he was like, oh, just heard about Jennifer Aniston, like, seeing her clip, like, Jennifer, we can't wait to meet you, and all this shit. And he's like, and at the very, very end, he,
For safety.
no, he's like, Jennifer, just so you know, he's like, I promise we won't hurt you. Dude, because they said that, they were saying that like in the original episode, like he's like, Jennifer, we won't hurt you, we promise. So like they just kept laughing and like going over that. When he said that, dude, I was fucking I was like hyperventilating, tearing, and my wife's in the bathroom. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, with Tom and Bert and Jennifer Aniston. Like, and she's like, oh my God. Like, dude, it's like if you watch, because I watch that episode I watch that podcast every week. It's like one of my basically my favorite podcasts.
I wish I would.
It's so goddamn funny because it's just like this podcast. It's like two best friends sitting there,
just like this.
Well, I'm not saying
He
nearly
likes to believe that, okay? Don't take his dreams. You're shitting on his dreams.
I'm not saying we're successful. I'm saying it's two best friends sitting there just bullshitting, but the fact that they're comedians, they get away with just saying ridiculous shit. And it gets like this whole Jennifer Aniston thing, like, you know, it's like their podcast, they don't, just like ours, we don't really plan anything. We just spitball and bullshit, and whatever happens, happens. Right. So the fact that like the last 30 minutes of that podcast episode was just this weird thing about meeting Jennifer Aniston and promising they won't hurt her and having a guy with her for safety, like, it's the most ridiculous fucking thing.
I love how...
It's so good. The fact that she and she was happy about it. She thought it was hilarious.
Of course she would.
She tagged them and she was like, "Oh, thanks for the laugh, guys. This was fucking hilarious."
Dude, I love the fact that we went 20 minutes into this podcast and Fudge goes, "I have a topic for this podcast." Right?
I try to talk about it.
And he's like, "Mars, we're going to Mars in 2 years."
Yeah, no, we got off way
And then
fast.
all of a sudden,
we're at an hour and a half.
Jennifer Aniston.
I mean, we could talk for hours and hours. Like, I mean, it's only an hour and a half show, man. We're going way too big.
Never completed any topic.
So
we just moved and moved.
We're like, on that note, let me talk about this other situation that I was having going on.
We're at an hour and 25, so let's talk about Mars for 10 minutes and call it quits.
Let's just call it quits.
So are you guys hopping on the space shuttle or what?
Not the first one for sure.
Yeah,
well, I'll let a few people die first because, like, you know, space.
It's gonna explode like Apollo 8 and shit or whatever.
He's already blown up a couple ships.
Oh yeah.
So like he's down
on the
to
podcast.
get a couple
He said
of them.
he was like, oh, it's expected. With that like South
100%.
South African Canadian.
You might get it. It's gonna
like,
happen.
let's just say
you could
aliens
die.
expected.
You could not. There's no guarantees. You're going to space.
But eventually, he literally said he was like he thinks within 2 years. He thinks people can ride the spaceship, go up into orbit, be in space, and come back down to Earth and land.
He's also super rich, so he thinks anything can happen.
He's super smart.
Yeah, he is. But I mean, to be realistic, like, I mean, in 2 years, dude.
But they've been working on the spaceship for however long. The spaceship is already
and they've blown up a couple of them.
They
haven't made it out yet.
Well, they work
like
out
if
the
he gets
kinks.
in like the next
2
year, like 2 years
Fix
of
it.
kinks, like he'll
fix it.
Right, he's
Fix
giving
it.
us
They
2
work
years.
out the kinks. Fix
right.
it. Okay.
I'm still not going on the first one. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I agree.
Like I'll let a few hundred people die. You know, accidents happen. You know, you figure it out. They work out a few more kinks. And
There's
then
like 8 billion people. We can lose a few.
Right, we
It'll
definitely could use a few people. It'll be fine. And then, like, you know, you go after like a couple years after it comes out.
We could use a few people.
Right, we could use a few people. You know, you got to take them up. They decide, you sign a contract, you want to go. So,
My family won't sue you when I explode in space.
right.
John Doe.
If you make it to space, you might not even make it there. You could be going up and just blow up. You never know.
Well, I think it's when it like getting the thing into orbit is apparently, according to him, I don't fucking know anything.
Well, that's the hard part.
getting
Thank
the-
God.
Getting the
That's
thing
the
into
hard
orbit.
fucking part, dude.
Now, here's the deal: they can only go to Mars in like a 2 or 4 month period over every 2 years. Because what happens is apparently
Well, it's the rotation of the planets, dude. You got that distance thing.
Mars rotation around the sun is 2 years versus our one.
I'm so happy
Now-
you're explaining this to us.
Right now we're getting scientific
fucking
right
listen.
now, dude. He's getting into
I'm
it.
listening, dude.
He's
Get
fucking
Edge
getting
McConnell.
into it.
I'll
He's
listen,
trying
dude.
to get you ready to go to Mars, dude. He's like, listen, we're
going
going
to
to
Mars.
Mars and we're going to set up the first podcast and
Good
you're going to
job.
punch your cut.
Good job, you jerk.
You know, if you were in space, that shit would be floating.
So when you get sent, and he was explaining this, when you go, right, after you leave the atmosphere and you're in space, the inertia of you bouncing at
What the fuck is inertia?
Oh, I can't define that word. You better cut the shit. That's what you define shit. When you're out in space, you're not using fuel to shoot.
Yeah, you don't need. You got the propulsion from going out.
There's no gravity. There's no friction in space. You're just
Just go.
whatever speed you're going.
I mean, you can go faster.
And
Just
you
pull
and you
put up the
plan
fucking propulsion.
You
dude.
plan around like planets, like orbital gravity things. Hear me out. You plan that around that, and then
Right.
So like that, you can mistakenly fuck with that apparently, and the orbit it'll shoot you.
Oh yeah, you're going out of space.
You go just into
No
nowhere,
coming back.
or you go to Jupiter,
Right.
And you hit.
I mean, you might try and hit
This
another
is Elon
planet on the
Musk
way,
saying
dude.
this. You hit Jupiter going hot. That's a wrap for you.
I mean,
know
you
what I'm
probably
saying?
wouldn't even hit Jupiter because it's a gas giant. So I mean, you'd be fucking just going into a cloud of fucking
if you do
death.
it the wrong time, the orbit of
Right, you'd actually
Mars,
hit the fucking
it'll shoot you
asteroid
out,
field
it'll
before
shoot
you
you
get
to
there, and then you just
probably.
die there.
Yeah, isn't there like a huge?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it before Jupiter or in between Jupiter and Saturn?
Pretty sure. Is it before? I don't fucking know, dude. He's trying to get scientific on us, all right? Let him fucking do it.
You're just trying to talk.
Once
He's trying
every
to
2
educate
years.
people, all right?
Once every 2 years.
Once every 2 years, we're going to Mars. Once
You're
every
trying
2
to explain what Elon Musk said on Joe Rogan's podcast. Like you know something. And like you two are arguing over like 2 years, blah, blah, Jupiter, like the orbit.
You got to watch the 2-year mark. Like, if you
don't know
miss,
what
you're
the
going to
fuck he's
space.
I know I don't. But Elon Musk does. So if you repeat, what do you think Joe Rogan does? He has super smart people come on his podcast. and
Right,
he
they
repeats
tell
what they
you,
say.
you got people YouTube and shit in the background. We need the other guy.
Hello, why don't we have more views? It's
Where's
the
our
same
YouTube guy? He could have had this set up for him.
I'm just.
Oh, we have internet now, apparently.
Yeah, I got you hooked up, dude. I told you.
All
It's
right,
just so stupid.
On that note.
Justin, finish it off. Oh, no, here's the thing.
Oh, here's the thing. You lost
Justin,
it?
say something.
Yeah, I'm going to go fix some shit. Maybe paint something.
Rent's due next week.
Rent's due next week.